everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather and today I'm going to do some painting projects. I haven't done any crafting yet this summer and I really want to get into it. I got these little wooden cutouts here. I've got a little wooden bee and the little ladybug. I got these at a local thrift store for $2.25. They've got these different wood pieces ranging from $1.65 to $3.50, $3.75, somewhere in that range. So I got those two, and then I also got the little skateboard. And the wheels on here actually do move. This one I don't have the price tag, but I think this was like $2.65. It was under $3 for this one. And then like I said, these little ones here were $2.25. So I'm just going to go outside. I'm just going to spray the ladybug red. And I'm going to spray the bumblebee yellow. And then the black I'll just paint over top of what I want. But it's this little skateboard. I've been wanting to do a project with, like people do stickers and things. But I really like to use, let me get it here, the little temporary tattoos. So I've got this little llama like this, and I have another llama. This one, hope I have it the right way. This one, they actually will fit on the skateboard, so I'm gonna actually do it in this. So I'm gonna spray paint the skateboard white, just to give it a nice coat, and then I'll paint the wheels a different color, but I'm just gonna go. It's kind of a overcast, rainy Sunday afternoon, so I'm just gonna get ready and go outside and spray paint these. So I'll be outside in just a few moments. Okay, so now I'm outside. So I just got this Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover Paint and Primer in flat white. The Rust-Oleum 2x the Ultra Cover Paint and Primer, it's a gloss, and Golden Sunset. And I have this Krylon Fusion. It's made for plastics and other things, and it's in the color of red pepper. So this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do the red first for the ladybug. Hope these still work. The wind is just making my spray paint go everywhere. I'm kind of getting this. This is not the best. This can is like empty. I know I'm getting a lot of overspray just because the wind just changed direction while I'm doing this. I hope it doesn't rain right this minute. I've just got some time to just quickly spray these and bring them into the garage. I should have put something down so I could get them into the garage easier, but thought of it too late. This one works a lot better. And then just need the white for the skateboard. See, just the wind is just taking my spray paint everywhere. I'm getting spray paint on everything with the white except on the skateboard. I'm just gonna grab this because I can see the bee. I kind of missed this top part up here. There. I think now that I've stopped spray painting, I think the wind has kind of died down. But I'm just going to give those a little bit of time to dry. I think one coat's all I'm going to really need because this is just for like a decor project thing. So I'm just gonna let these dry and I'll be back in my craft room when I add the black. Alright, so now they are dry and I'm back in my craft room. So this was 2 coats of the spray paint. I'm not worried about the back because I'm going to actually put them on something because it's really rough. And this is going to, damage my walls. Well, I haven't decided how I'm going to hang them anyways, but I want to put something like a felt on the back. So even if I had them sitting down on the table or hanging on the wall, they're not going to scratch. Same with the bee. So I will do that later. I'll find my felt and just put a piece of felt on the back. But that is 2 coats of the spray paint on the bee and the ladybug. And I also did 2 coats fully on the skateboard here. I'm going to paint the wheels black, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the back side yet, but I'm just going to leave it the white for now. When I was flipping it over, I did drop it. So I don't know if you can see, but it's... And I had to give the top one here a 3rd coat because it wasn't quite... dry, and I just wanted to move it so the wheels wouldn't stick because I was trying to, as I was spraying, I kind of got the wheels and I didn't want them to get stuck to the table thing I was using outside. And I just went to lift it, and of course when I lifted it, going like this, I flipped it and it went completely upside down, and then it got this really interesting textured, and it's kind of like a skateboard has some of that grippy texture to it. So I'm like, well, that just kind of adds a little bit of character or dimension, whatever you want to call it, to the skateboard. So I'm gonna do I'm just gonna set the skateboard because I'm gonna do the little water tattoo, the tattoo here on the skateboard. So I kind of cut around it because I was just trying to figure out how big. It was hard to tell when it was like, when the tattoo's on here and you're trying to line it up and trying to see, well, where will it fit? You can't really see through the white, so I trimmed it down so I can kind of see where it's going to go. Now obviously it's a tattoo, so it's going to really go this way, but even with that cutout kind of gives me the shape, so I kind of know where my placement is going to be. And then I don't want to have it quite centered. I want to have it down a little bit. I want it to write, go llamas. And then right above the llama's head, I'm going to put in a little green plumb bob. Nobody knows what that is. That's the little green cube thing, was it like a diamond thing that sits on top of your Sims characters when playing Sims. So that is what I'm going to do with that one. First, I'm just going to get these 2 painted. So I've got I'm going to start with the ladybug here. Just have this little makeshift table. It's a little tricky. I can't really do much. I've got my kitchen chair, so it's the height of the chair to the table is not the greatest, but okay. And then I just have, because I didn't know how big a paintbrush I'd need, I just grabbed a handful of my little detailing mini paintbrushes. I've got my little paint tray, and then I grabbed this container with all my little acrylic paint. So I'm just going to find black, but not just that. I want to find the one that's been opened because I don't want to open all those tubes of paint. The black that I have used. Maybe I have my. Oops, that's yellow. That's blue. Maybe I haven't used a black yet. I get these at Dollarama. I think you get like 24 or something. These tiny tubes of this acrylic paint for $4 or $5. I don't know. Their prices keep going up every time I go in. So I don't think I've actually used a black. So is this one been open? No, that's blue. Okay. So I guess I can test it. See, that one has not been opened. Because I'd hate to open one and already have one open, but I don't remember using too many of these colors. Although I think I did use my black, and I probably used it completely up. Now you can tell there's 2 different, they've kind of changed their packaging on these as well. This one is actually double-sided. This one's the single side. So I don't know which is the newer ones or the older ones. And I said the price went up. but you know, I still for like, I think it's a pack of 24. They're 12 mils each, so it's a pretty good size amount of paint for just a few dollars. Just when you want some better paint, I find like I would prefer like little tubes I like to buy oil paint in, but I think it's just acrylic, and I do find that it works just as good as a little bit thicker. Some of my paintbrushes, you know, have been used and not cleaned properly. This one's got some glitter glue stuck into it, but I think I'll use this little one here. So I'm just gonna paint the dots on the ladybug, just like that. And then I'm gonna paint in here too, between the, just between the wings, and I'm gonna paint the little antenna things like that. So that's what I will be doing on the ladybug. And then for the bee, I'm going to be just painting in between, like the two lower parts that are between the more raised parts. I'm going to paint those black and the little antenna black as well. So that is what I will be painting. So I will be back when I get all the black painted, because I'm going to take me quite a few minutes to do this, and so I will be back. So I got the black done on these ones. I'm just going to set them aside to dry. Now this one here, I got a little bit of black where I didn't want it, and I tried to wipe it off with a little bit of damp paper towel, and I kind of smeared it a little bit. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to go over top of some of those marks where I don't want the black paint with some yellow. So while those are drying, I'm now going to do the tattoo onto the skateboard. So I've got to make sure to peel this plastic off. I cut it, it's tricky to find the edge of the plastic. I'm not going to get this. This is what happens when you take the tattoos and you cut them, and just the plastic. Because usually there is a spot. Was a sticker? I thought it was a tattoo. Wait, are these? It's a sticker, it's not a tattoo. Told me it was a tattoo. Okay, that changes it. That makes it so much easier. Because I thought it was a tattoo with the shiny backing, but no, I guess it is just a sticker. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my scissors. I'm just gonna cut some more of this white part off. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put the sticker down. Get this backing to come off. Couldn't find my little precision scissors right now, so I'm just using my regular kitchen scissors. It's a little tricky to get this trimmed around here. So much easier if it's a sticker. Wish I would have known that sooner. It would have been so much easier, but like I said, it was in a little vending machine and it said tattoos. So I thought they were tattoos. And because I thought they were tattoos, I didn't want to, I didn't want to peel off the protective thing, as it doesn't say anything. Nothing that says tattoos or stickers. So, okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to go grab my stencils, because I realized I left those downstairs when I went to grab all the paint stuff. I will be just right back. Okay, I went looking, I did find some of my stencils. I couldn't find the little mini stencil sheet that I was looking for, but I did find my little stamp letters and green and gold ink. And I got my little plate thing here, whatever this is called, to help, lining up. And I grabbed a few markers. I need the green ones, but I just grabbed the whole drawer. Just makes it easier for me to, when I go to put everything back. So, I've used these before and it looks like I didn't clean them, but I am going to use this back on just so I can flip it over just to see the sizing. I think I like these sizing here. So I'm going to use because there's a few different sizes of letters. I really like this one here. These are all falling off, I know. Just going to take these strips apart. And I'm going to put these in a little container. I have those little mini divider containers. These would be perfect to put in it. I'm like, I didn't know what to put in there, so I need to spell. Go llamas. I'm just going to flip them this way so I can see the letters. And then I just got to grab my scissors again because I got to snip those apart. Okay, so I got my pieces cut out and I've got my spelling go and then just lamb, L-A-M. As llama, I need 2 L's and 2 A's, so I'm just going to do these 3 middle letters and then I can just move them over. I remember doing this before, writing out go llamas on when I did the junk journal. That's what it was. And I just got to do the rest of the letters. Move A to here. Just going to get rid of the go. And this one. Write this down. This is tricky. I'm just going to find this one here just as a placeholder. Put this L here. And then I realized I need the S. Oops. I don't know if that's going to work. I will see. There. It says go llamas. I'm just going to do the go once more at the bottom. Just making sure I'm getting my letters going the right direction. Oops. Have my G upside down. That was the right way. There. And then I'm just going to grab my, and I grabbed the gold, and I'm not going to do a double thing. I was going to, I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm just going to draw my little plumb bob thing above the llama. Just kind of shade it in. And I'll just add some more detailing to that in a minute, but there's my little skateboard. And then I will paint the wheels. I'm gonna let all this dry first. Then I will come back and paint the wheels black. Then I'm just gonna go wash my hands with the ink, and then I'm gonna do the touch up of the yellow on the bee. The ladybug, I don't need any touch up of red. It was really good and easier to do. It was just the bee, just trying to, the amount of black I needed and just trying to hold it and twist it. And then of course I got paint on my hand and then I just smeared it. So I'm just gonna go do some touch up of that. Let's see. This will be a different shade of yellow. So, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I've done this a couple times before, and people are always amazed that I do this. I don't know where I learned this, but I'm gonna go to the garage. I'm just gonna spray paint put a little bit of the spray paint in here to have the right color to touch that up. So I'll be right back as soon as I get the little bit of spray paint. Okay, so the paint in here is wet, and while it's still wet, I'm gonna use this brush because don't think I can reuse it for anything. Because the paint is still wet, you can actually get it in a paintbrush and do fine touch-ups. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time with the spray paint, and I don't know where I had seen that tip, or if I read it somewhere. But you know, sometimes when you're doing spray paint and you just overspray somewhere, then they say you just take your spray paint and just put a little bit in a different container, and then just with a paintbrush you can just paint it on. I know I had done some touch up on something else, and just a lot of people who were amazed that you could do that. So it's gonna be a little bit different because the black still might show up through there, but I figure that's okay. It's the wings. And once it dries, it should be, you know, really close to the right color. If not, I can always touch up at a later date. Or if it was really bugging me, I could just put tape over the black and just respray the whole thing. But I think I'll be fine with it. starting to look better. And it kind of gives the wings a little bit of dimension too, with a little bit of shading kind of. Of course, the one thing is doing this with the spray paint, I have not been able to recover the paint brushes. So you have to put that in, and keep that in mind too. When painting with the spray paint, it's hard to reuse the paint brushes after. Like, I mean, I guess you could if you really soak them in probably like paint thinner or turpentine. I've never really, would worry too much about my paint brushes. I buy mine at the dollar stores, like getting between 6 and 30 paint brushes for under $5. But other people, if you spend, I know people, if they were to go to like the big craft stores and spend money on really good paint brushes, yeah, this would be something using spray paint you don't want to use a really good expensive paintbrush on. There, so that kind of just all touches that up, and for me it's good enough. I mean, it's a little bit, this one here, I'd like to add a little bit more yellow to cover that, but I'm just not going to work. So I'm just going to leave it because I'm worried if I play around too much, I'm going to get paint somewhere else where I don't want it. But it looks good now. So I got my bee and my ladybug. They are done. They still need eyes, I guess, and a mouth, so I will get to that. Actually I did grade the things. So I'll just draw, I guess they just need eyes. I'm not good at drawing eyes or faces, so I usually don't. There. So I will just paint those in, and then I think they will be done. Looks a little angry there. I will fix the eye, make it a little more round. Still not not very round. I'm not good at painting circles. I have a paint dauber somewhere. Maybe I'll do that and just stamp on the little circles for their eyes. That's just gonna bug me, so I'll be right back. I couldn't find it, but I have this little paintbrush here. Now, it doesn't have a solid but it's still round, so I'm hoping maybe if I dip it in, I can get their eyes, and then I can kind of, yeah, looks so much better. Then I can just fill in those circles. Fill in the circle. Their eyes way more rounded, except I just got out of that circle. Eyes are a little crooked. It's okay. Or just be, my house hanging up on my wall or something. well, they're a lot more round than they were a few minutes ago, so I'm going to leave them like that, or I'm going to just wreck them. I do have a little, I don't know where it is right now. I don't think I have any white paint. Oh, this is white. Okay. Maybe I will do that. A little dot of white. And this really fine little paintbrush here. Actually, maybe I'll just use the tip of the paintbrush and just give them little white spots on their eyes. There. I think that looks good. A little more white on this one. There. A little bit more on this one too. Sorry, I'm just, didn't realize I was reaching out of the frame, but all I'm doing is just putting a little white dot on their eyes. There is my 3 projects. They are done. So that was just those little wooden cutout things. Now I said I still will go and I'll paint these wheels black. I'm just not going to do it right now. I just want the ink to dry. I'm also going to spray this with something, or I might just actually, because it's a sticker, I think I'm just going to get some packing tape and put a piece of packing tape over top of this just to hold the sticker on here a little bit better. But there are my 3 little wooden crafts. Okay, again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to my channel and watching my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.